good to be an Eagles fan on this football Monday? Does it feel good, Thanksgiving week, to have a lot to be thankful for with your football team? It feels good that as football weather hits, you got a football team that hits. Oh, it feels good. Let's get right to our word of the day. Our word of the day today is problem, because the Eagles are officially a problem for everybody in the NFL. I've been saying it. Ricky's been saying it. Tom Alvord in for Savannah been saying it. This team's a problem for everybody because look how physical they are. They beat you up physically time after time after time. And good luck to whatever brave souls can stand in there for 60 whole minutes, because I know I wouldn't want to do it. And what a marriage. What a perfect marriage of pure smash-mouth football with a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds so he can be physical with it. A wide receiver in A.J. Brown who's big and strong so he's physical with it. Obviously, your offensive and defensive lineman, and it all culminates with getting a Hall of Fame level running back. This is something we've never seen in this city. Not like this. This is different. We'll find out if it's going to be more successful than other times in previous seasons, because we do have a Super Bowl. We do have a recent Super Bowl appearance. But this is different. This style of football can take you very, very, very far. And in addition to the personnel, at this point, look how much the pieces fit. Look how much they make sense. If you're going to play physical like the Eagles are doing, they go on the road now routinely and smash teams. They go on the road and it's nothing. Why? Because whether you're at home, road, living room, ocean, beach, whatever, nobody wants to get beat on all day. Nobody wants to. And then when your quarterback's willing to do it, your wide receiver's able to do it, and then your running back is able to do it, but half the time he doesn't even have to because of the holes that they're opening up. This sets up just I'm trying not to get hyperbolic because I'm excited today. But I don't see any reason why this team isn't going to be playing in February. To this point, I booked my hotel. I still got to book my flight in New Orleans. NBC Sports Philadelphia may be angry at me. 97.5 The Fanatic may be angry at me. I'm going to New Orleans. I'm going back. I was there in September. I'm going back because I expect my football team to be there. I expect my football team to be there. I'm going to be back in New Orleans getting ready for the Super Bowl. And whoever comes out of the AFC, I don't care. Maybe the Ravens, who they play this week. Maybe it's Buffalo. Maybe it's Kansas City. I don't really give a damn. This team is a problem, Ricky Bo. They're a problem.
They are a problem. I just want you to think about this. We always talk about the Eagles' trenches and how good they are, but how physical they are. There's not a team right now that could stand up to these lines, both the offensive and defensive line, for 60 minutes. They can't do it. You can't do it. You get beat down. Think about this for a second. The second half, the one thing that I was kind of chuckling at, because if it was the other way around, we would absolutely be livid. How many arm tackles did they try to do on Saquon Barkley? Good luck with that. You cannot tackle that guy with one arm. I know that factually. That is a big man running through there. He's quick. He can make some moves. That's the first thing. But why? Why were they doing that? Because they were already beat up. I mean, when the Eagles go out there, I think we've taken this thing to a different level because we were worried about the points they were scoring in the first quarter. Now we're really not worried about that because I think we have a realization of what's happening out there, is that you are beating these teams up. And when it comes down to it, once it gets later on in the games actually get a lot easier, and we've seen it definitely in the last two games. We've seen the Eagles come out in the second half. The other thing is Sean McVay. At the end of that, or coming into the third quarter, we need to stop right here. First play from scrimmage, touchdown. Good job there, Sean. Did a hell of a job stopping the Eagles right there. I look at this team right now, and Saquon Barkley is MVP. He is the MVP. I'll put it out there right now. I believe he's going to be MVP. I said it a couple weeks ago. We had a little bit of an argument about it because I
still don't know if he's going to be the MVP.
I'm telling you right now, I think a lot has changed in the last couple weeks. I think people see him for what kind of a monster he actually is in that backfield. And think about how much pressure he has taken off of everybody else on that offense. The line has done a fantastic job. He's got great vision. He breaks tackles. He's got tremendous speed, breakout speed when he gets those opportunities. Wow, that's all I could say for him. And you know what? A lot of people will look at Jalen Hurts and say, well, he didn't have that 5-touchdown game. I don't care. This guy has done a tremendous job with everything that is going on this season with this team. He understands that Saquon Barkley is a big beast in that backfield. He understands that also makes his job easier. There's a lot that happened in this game, and it wasn't just one player. It wasn't just Saquon. Yeah, on offense he was great, but you look at A.J. Brown, had a nice game for himself. Goddard was open when he needed to be. And then the defense, wow. Early on in this ball game, even on the first couple drives where the Rams were moving the ball, you always saw somebody in the backfield, always saw somebody disrupting in the backfield. Brandon Graham was a beast. That's too bad they're going to miss him the rest of the season. But Milton Williams, this guy played like an absolute monster in yesterday's game. Great. I think this is one of the best team efforts I've ever seen for an Eagles team.
I don't know how to measure that.
Jake didn't miss a field goal.
Yeah, I don't know how to measure that. But what I can measure
I was happy with what I saw. How's that?
Well, everybody was happy with what they saw.
Well, I'm just getting happier as you take those
I don't know how you measure team efforts and things like that. But I will say this. What's happening is different because we, in this town, for years and years, we'll call ourselves bullies. But Andy Reid, who had the previous most successful tenure in Philadelphia sports history, Philadelphia Eagles history, even though he didn't win a Super Bowl, but he had by far the most success here. They were good on the offensive lines, but his style wasn't the bullying style. They were bullying on defense, but Andy Reid back then especially wanted to pass the ball a lot. A lot. So they weren't always bullying on the offensive side of the ball. And Doug Peterson's lucky Super Bowl, was luck. Alshon Jeffrey was there. He was part of that luck. That guy actually was not snitching and was happy and everything during that season. Never before that and never happy. Never after that. I'm sure when he was hugging Jalen Hurts yesterday, he probably snitched on Carson Wentz one more time just for good measure. This is different because this is real. This is a real identity. You can draft players for this kind of identity. You can sustain this way for a long time. Similar to Andy Reid's as far as success for the long haul, but this is even more quote-unquote Philadelphia. This is more blue-collar. This is more downhill attacking. And then after the game,